Good morning. I hope y'all are doing all right and not freezing. It's cold today outside, don't you think? All right, remember how at the beginning of the school year we talked about Vincent van Gogh and his short, choppy brush strokes, and then we talked about Georges Seurat doing pointillism, and how all these artists found their own niche and or their own kind of thing that they like to do in painting. So today we're going to talk about Jackson Pollock, who made famous what basically everybody calls splatter art, but it was called abstract expressionism. Abstract expressionism. I'm just going to read you a little bit real quick about a little bit of history about Jackson Pollock's life, and then we will do a fun art lesson. I told you we were going to get messy, but I've modified it to be a little bit more simple than splattering everywhere, and I bet the parents will be thankful. So, Jackson Pollock was born in Wyoming in the year 1912. He had 5 brothers, and what he started doing was splattering and throwing and dripping paint onto his canvases. This is one of his paintings, and it actually has rhyming reason to it. He just tried to start finding everything he could to use to splatter. He used egg beaters, he used buckets and shovels, and just started splattering paint everywhere. He decided that he wanted to call his painting style action painting, because when he really painted them, he got all around and all over the canvas. Here's another picture of his artwork. When I picked him today, because it seems like a lot of times, let me let you see this one too, because it's got a little bit more definition to it. He wanted people to feel and see the energy that he felt while he was painting. And even though you can't recognize any objects in his most famous paintings, they're filled with expression, movement, rhythm, and that's why he calls them action paintings. What I thought was very interesting about Jackson Pollock was that his brothers went to art school in New York, and so he wanted to be an artist too. And here's the most interesting thing about Jackson Pollock. He did not like painting and having to be perfect like his art teacher in New York. Let me try to get this camera going. This picture here, this picture here is a painting that was done by his art teacher. It's very crisp and very clear. And this is one of the paintings that he did. That was the art teacher, sorry, and this is his right here. His is more not as crisp and as sharp as what his art teacher's was. And so it made him feel bad about himself, and it made him not enjoy painting because he didn't think he could ever do it perfect. And what it says here is Jackson Pollock always seemed to have trouble drawing things. No matter how hard he tried to make his drawings look the way that he wanted, the art teacher wanted him to look real, it was almost like he said his hand and his pencil refused to do what the teachers wanted him to do. So he got very upset and very angry and very frustrated. So he decided to go off on his own and just start feeling what he wanted to feel to put in his paintings. And that is how he started becoming a splatter artist. He thought that what he was learning in a Mexican place, the workshop, it would create his own artwork without having to draw perfectly. And that's how he learned. He started studying Picasso. If y'all remember that Spanish War scene down on the bottom when we talked about Picasso and Cubism. And then when he started bringing all of this stuff together, he decided that he was finally developing his own way of painting, and people began to notice his brightly colored work. And why I wanted to show you him is because so many times, people get frustrated because they think they're supposed to be drawing everything picture perfect. And that's why all these artists in the past decided to come up with their own type of thing. So, to get ready for this lesson we're going to do, we're not going to throw paint and splatter it everywhere like you might have thought we were going to do. We're going to modify it and keep it in a tray or a box. So, if you have a box or a tray, an old baking pan, you can tape a piece of paper to it. This is how I've done mine. And I'm going to get ready to use this document camera, and we'll do this lesson together, and you'll see how you can create art by not being perfect. And that's what art's about. So let me get to this document camera, and if you have a tray, a baking pan, a cardboard box, just put a piece of paper in it. You can tape it to hold it down, and you'll need a simple object like a marble, and we're going to roll the marble. Pick 3 colors of paints that you think would look good together. You can use your 3 families or your primary colors or your secondary colors. So what Miss Barthel's going to do, I am going to get this bright orange, and now I'm going to go to my document camera. There's my friend joining in the lesson today. So let me go down here to the document camera. Let's get this working. Alright, so here is my tray, and I'll move this all stuff over in just a second. You're going to pick the 3 colors of whatever you want to do, and you're going to just put a little tiny bit of the 3 colors in the middle of the paper. Let me get this other color. Alright, thank you, my helper. So we're going to put the yellow right here. I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to use this bright hot pink, but you can use any 3 colors you want, and you're just going to put them right there together. And we're going to, let me see if I can get this over here. Good. We might have to move this around some, but you'll get the gist of it, and you'll be able to do it yourself. You're going to put your marble right there in the big middle, and we're going to slowly start rolling it to spread. Let me get it going, and then I'll stick this camera back under here. Let's see. Hold on, it's very thick paint, so it takes a while to go. It's also a lesson in gravity. It's about to go, and I might even give it a push there just to get it going. Let's see. I'm going to move this up, and maybe we can see more. There we go. Alrighty, hold on. It's starting to go, and this way the marble will not go all over your floor if you have it in a box. There it went. Now we're going to bring it across here and let it go again. Hold on. It's rolling. It is going. But instead of splattering paint everywhere and getting it messy in the home, this is a more controlled environment. It's about to go, and it's going to take the color down like we were splattering it. And you can try to control your marble. Try to control it. Look there. There's my finger. Let's see. Let's get it in the yellow. See how it is making its own design? So you get the gist of it. I'm going to go through some yellow, and then I'll stop this, and then y'all can show me all your designs. Let's see. Let me get it through the yellow. It's some thick paint. I probably should have used a little bit more watery paints, not this thick acrylic. Alright, I'm going to help it along there. It's about to go. But I did one last night to experiment around with it before I came on here live with this. And it takes a little while because you can control it and make it roll there and do it where it goes all into different ways. Let's see, this camera. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me go this way. But this is kind of a modified version, so you aren't splattering paint all in your home, and you can get the abstract feel of just rolling the marble around trying to create an abstract painting. It's going. I need to hold it completely up and down. There it goes. There it goes. And I'm going to let it go on all the way to the tray. It's going. You see it going? It's going. And you can move your tray all around before it gets off the paper if you want to, or you can roll it any kind of way you want across there. See, I know this is kind of a difficult one to show because I got so much movement going on here. Movement. Alright, there it goes again. Gonna make me some splatters, and it rolled off onto my table, which is alright. I'm gonna bring it back up here. Anyway, I'm gonna set this one down, go back up here to the camera part, and I'm going to grab the one I did last night just to show you. But anyway, I can also probably hold this one up too, just to let you know how it's going to be doing. And fill your paper all the way up until you run out of your paint. I'm going to grab this real quick. I didn't have it handy for this, so hold on, hold on. And here's the one I did last night to experiment with. I will put it down here. And there is Miss Barthel's Jackson Pollock Modified Art. Y'all have fun with it. It's a cold day today, and make sure you upload pictures to me so I can see what y'all did. Have fun with it. All right, bye.